All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen and non-binaries. I am here from the lovely, sunny I was going to say Alberta. Where is that? Arleta, Mount Scott neighborhood, southeast Portland. You might be able to see the Foster Boulevard right there, technically at 71st. But I just wanted to briefly say a couple of things here as I'm soaking up some sunshine. Stay hydrated, by the way, and it's going to get 95-ish the next couple of weeks or couple of days. I doubt if it'll be that hot for weeks, but right here, if you can see that, you can see that or no. This is the voters pamphlet right here, looking at really the biggest seats of the area, Multnomah County Commissioner seats. Couple of things. What's really odd about these voter pamphlets is it shows me, I can't really show you, it shows me all these areas of Multnomah County that are not on my ballot. But the one significant race that is not on my ballot that I'm supposed to be able to vote for is the Multnomah County Commissioner. 500,000 ballots were misprinted, you could say. They were left off of all of Multnomah County's registered voters. So apparently, if I heard the story right, is that it was just sent out to a small section of people that would be in some sort of seat 3. I don't know how you could screw that up. It's a huge screw up. I still, to this day, well, yesterday I checked, could be in the mailbox today, have not received my ballot to vote on this, the Multnomah County Commissioner's seat, which is the largest seat. All the rest of these small little school districts, I hate to say it, but nobody really gives a flying F. This voter turnout is going to be so low that most people may not even complain or even care that they didn't even get to vote or didn't get in time their second additional addendum to their ballots to vote on this. And you can see right here, I mean, Multnomah County Commissioner it's operating like a secret society, a secret sorority, more than just a secret society, which that does sound good too. It's a secret sorority. Not a single men's voice for a long, long time. Probably hundreds and hundreds of years back in Multnomah County history till we find that an actual man in Multnomah County could represent men's, dads, however you want to box it in, their voices. Because we're not counted right now. It's all a secret sorority. It's Delta, Delta, Delta. Can I help you, help you, help you, ladies? So, and here you have two secret sorority players ready for a coronation. That's the other thing that we do here in Portland, Multnomah County, is there's not elections. Some people go, well, it's a selection. They're selected. They are selected in a way, but it's actually beyond that here. We do a rose festival, and for this election here, like most elections that are off-season or skewed, it's a coronation. And very appropriate when we're talking about a matriarch and a monarchy of Multnomah County Commissioners. So here you have, here comes the wind, perfect example of two insiders. No men there, at least last I checked, no men selection there. And then we turn the page, and you got this guy. This guy. This guy is worse than an actual secret sorority. If you could believe that is even possible, this guy makes that possible. Now, I think I've seen him like drunk somewhere in a bar one time, and he was funny. Like he, I don't know if he was drunk. Maybe I was having drinks with him or something. I've seen him somewhere. So it's just me, not him. He's not the heavy drinker. It's just, I immediately think, they probably hung out at the space room for a while or somewhere on the Bermuda Triangle of Hawthorne and 49th, where people get lost and you tend to forget all the people that you met over 20 years. Something like that. I never forget anybody, though, by the way. But Albert Kaufman, I've seen him around. Well, I got to just briefly read this and eat up some airtime on this, because this guy he really ensures that a man is never anytime soon going to be seated at Multnomah County Commissioners, because he sounds like a real lunatic. Okay, so, but I'm sure he's a solid guy. Prior government experience, president of Beaumont Wilshire Neighborhood Association, Southeast Uplift board member. Now, I have history with Southeast Uplift, and I mean, going way back when Elizabeth Kennedy Wong, who's now down at Parks Bureau, she was running Southeast Uplift. I mean, that had to have been, what, 25 years ago? Longer? I'm not sure, but anyway, I don't know if that's it, but he comes out with this, hello, neighbor. I believe you and your family should have the opportunity to live life to its fullest. Oh, so now what are you? Are you walking us through a Cubensis trip here, Mr. Kaufman? Abby Hoffman, Albert Kaufman. Albert Kaufman. So he goes into that, but okay, so he wants to work together to fight the spread of fentanyl. These are his words. Work together to fight the spread of fentanyl? Bro, how are you going to fight a spread of fentanyl? Work together with who? Drug dealers? Because you look like you might be doing something weird like that. Reduce the number of guns in our midst. Reduce the number of guns in our midst? His words. Which is a proven way to reduce violence and deaths from suicide, accidents, and homicide. When have we ever had a reduction? Reduce the number of guns? So he's a gun grabber. He's a lunatic gun grabber that believes that when you seize people's guns, the criminals aren't going to get them from the black market. I mean, this guy's like super fucking genius, dude. Continue making headway on homelessness. Continue making headway? Houselessness just went up 20% in Multnomah County, genius. There's no making headway on homelessness, and you certainly are not contributing to helping us. Why would we vote for you when you haven't done anything yet? I'll join my fellow county commissioners. Oh, here we go. So he's going to give them praise for some of the worst numbers we've ever had in recorded Portland, Multnomah County history. Genius. But geniuses. He's with the group. This guy is the secret sorority, right? Continue making headway. I will join my fellow county commissioners and work closely with the city of Portland to house people. Oh boy, yeah, there's not like a legion of people that have been working on that for a long time and have failed. At City of Portland and Multnomah County. They've all failed, Albert. But you're joining the failures. That's why you should vote for Kaufman, because he knows failures. This guy knows failures like nobody knows failures. I mean, his friends are all failures. They're all right there, and he's eager to go work with the failing leadership. Regularly visit schools to hear from young people. Regularly visit schools to hear from young people. Dude, I don't want you wandering the schools at all. Anywhere. At any time. You don't get full unlimited access to our children because you're a fucking Multnomah County commissioner. He wants to wander the halls to get access because he wants to hear from young people. No, dude. There's laws that protect our children from you and your like that think you can wander through the halls and have access to our students. Stay the fuck out of the schools, buddy. So he goes on. This one here, a full ban on gas-powered leaf blowers. Oh, here we go. Not only does he want to seize your guns, he wants to seize your leaf blowers, seize your lawnmowers, seize your car, seize your gas stoves. I mean, this guy, fucking genius. He wants to seize the gas-powered leaf blowers because that's really what's bringing down this country. That's what's really bringing down Multnomah County is leaf blowers. Leaf blowers, Larry. Electric tools, rakes, and brooms can get the job done. What the fuck? This dude's in worse shape than I realized. Without causing a host of respiratory and cardiovascular illnesses. So now the leaf blowers are causing cardiovascular illness. It's not cheeseburgers. It's not experimental mRNA jabs. I can tell you, anybody who looks like somebody that's been triple boosted, quadruple boosted, probably going to push mandated boosters on your children. It looks like that dude right there. Am I wrong? I'm rarely wrong. This is the other one here. So, he's like, well, rakes will get the job done. Dude, you're missing the fucking point of tyrannical government overreach. And You're missing a lot of points here, Albert Kaufman. Outdoor lighting, this is the gripper. Outdoor lighting should enhance Portland's livability, not detract from it. Using warmer tones. It's talking about lighting. Using warmer tones on street lamps and directed building lights down. This solves all of our problems in Multnomah County. This is what proven leadership of his failed comrades have done. It's about lighting. The lighting needs to be shining down on the buildings, not out at you like an interrogation light. This is what's triggering homeless people to commit and smoke fentanyl and commit crimes. It's the lighting. Poor city lighting. Not detract. Use warmer tones. Ooh, it's powerful, warmer. That's how crime drops. You seize people guns and then you shine warm light tones down their home or in their living room window. This guy. We could do a Saturday Night Live skit on this guy. And rather than out will greatly improve our nighttime experience. Greatly improve our nighttime experience? Dude, do you have any fucking clue what's going on at nighttime in our city? Lighting? Lighting is what's missing? Warm tones. Yeah, that guy. He's making sure that there will never be a man at Multnomah County Commissioners offsetting, doing a little voice of dissent against the secret sorority that's controlling our fucking destiny and life. So you got Multnomah Educational Service District is Danny Cage. I'm pretty sure that guy was blowing up federal courthouses. I remember something about him. I don't know what it was, but I think he's hanging with the wrong dudes. So there's a bunch of these other ones here. I mean, it's just like it's a coronation because there's nobody even running against them. You've got these educational school districts, which nobody really gives a flying fuck. Even people with kids really don't give a flying fuck about it. It's sad. I think they should care. They don't care. They don't give a flying fuck about it. And they have children. So people that don't have the children, we're talking about people that really don't care. They really don't care about these seats. And they should. But there's nobody working against them to challenge them about anything. There's no competition. It's a coronation. There's a crown set on their heads. You can see all the same players, the usual suspects in Portland, the teachers associations, all these different insider Democrats that are all protecting all the other insider Democrat crimes to reap taxes from you. And they're all working together, right? If you're not working with them, then you don't get endorsed and you don't get coronated. So there's Mount Hood Community, Portland Community College. They got the insider. She worked for Sam Adams. She worked for Charlie Hill. She worked for Ted Wheeler. And now she wants to be on Portland Community College, which I don't even think has a salary. I mean, what are you doing? Why? It's like, it doesn't even make sense. This guy, he's the chief of staff of Casey Jama. Right? He's the chief of staff of the... It's like, what are you doing? You're giving up a paid job to come take control of the Portland Community College Board? Why? Because it's about control of the inside Democrat cabal. Of course. You don't get any salary for this. You're a placeholder. You're a seat holder. You get to pose with the national Democrat con artists that fly in to back you. So we got all these other, here's Centennial, here's Corbett. They won't let me vote in Corbett. Looks like there's a couple of good people out there running for Corbett. Tammy Lustos Arnold, she looks wonderful. Although she was healthcare administration at OHSU. I have a personal vendetta and grudge against OHSU. So my bias is probably gonna steer away from how cool she looks. I mean, that's the thing, is a lot of these look like mugshots. I mean, that's all you got. right, is you've got just this creepy mugshot. And there's FedEx. This guy's coming to disrupt the video. Gresham Barlow. So anyway, I think that was the bulk of it. Just all these insiders. I mean, all these guys. Zone 1, Zone 2. Nobody's running against them. Zone 3, you've got this creepy lady that looks like she came out of Fatal Attraction, and she's gonna cook my rabbits. This dude, he's an inside player. I do know a little bit about him, and he's not too bad, to be honest. But then I look down here, and Multnomah County Commissioner, doctors plugging him, old Mike Lindbergh. Mike Lindbergh, pretty cool dude. We used to have keg parties with Mike Lindbergh back in the day when the Pacific Party was strong. We used to party with people and influence and make things happen. Not anymore. Now everybody's a lost cause, been sucked into psyops from Democrat Party, communist, socialist type takeover coups. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. I wish I was kidding. You know, I put 30 years of my life into that Green Party just to be co-opted by a bunch of whack job communists. So the Luster Water District, here's more. Okay, so the ballot title here, this is what's really interesting about this. So there's two measures up for ballot, up for vote. 26238 establishes residential tenant resources program eviction representative capital gains tax. Now the capital gains tax is the big fuck up part of this. This is why it's going to go down in flames, and it's why I would vote no, in addition to the fact that this measure was circulated by anarcho-communist Democrat Socialists of America who were trying to blow up the federal courthouse for a year and now want to dictate, after trying to destroy Portland, pretty much did destroy downtown Portland. Now these same whack job operatives who destroyed downtown Portland want to come and dictate to you how much taxes you're going to pay and what's going to be required and mandated for their little imaginary eviction court. Communists. And it's very odd because it's half of it is saying most of Multnomah County Democrats supported this, so there was obviously internal conflict. There's argument in favors that say most of Multnomah County party voted to endorse this. Sisters of the Road, the most biased goofball operation in Portland, right up there with them. I mean, those guys are they're horrible. You read you read people, there's no independent thought or thinking. It's like Trump derangement without saying you have that mental illness as you're posting and tweeting on your social media, Sisters of the Road. It's like there's nothing neutral or independent thinking there at all. I mean, you just look like such a lapdog peon for this corporate, massive conglomerate, top-down tyranny, totalitarians. But you're going to pretend to get that money, you're going to pretend that you're going to help feed some sandwiches, some bologna sandwiches to people, and let them sleep out and take over Northwest Portland and create chop shops in the parking lot, which is what you did. So, but it's very interesting. You can see the argument in favors. You can see the arguments in opposition. You can tell that the Democrats really got all worked up and they're in it's split. You can see that there's a split there. So you go, because I mean, right down here, you've got, I mean, for example, this is some heavy pitch. These are some heavy hitters signed on to the arguments in opposition. It says right here, using this kind of tax measure to raise $15 million a year seems like using a sledgehammer to pound a nail. This isn't the right solution. Multnomah County Chair Jessica Vega Peterson, Willamette Week, March 30th, 2022. So over a year ago, she's now won the chair. So she's now chair. I wonder if she still sounds like that. I wonder if she still has that position. She might, because I noticed that Dr. Meridian, who lost very closely to being the chair against who I just said, Jessica Vega Peterson. So, and here's Metro President Lynn Peterson, who, you know, I don't have any real beefs with her either, actually. Although I know I should. Fortunately, local programs like this already exist, and we have the funding to continue them. Measure 26238 is unnecessary, confusing, and expensive. Metro President Lynn Peterson. She's a professional looker. I like her style. She's somewhat conservative too. So I like that. I like that about alpha females. If they're not all liberal, just if they've got a little bit of at least an independent, but actually being like a little bit of a Clackamas County conservative that's super. It's super appeal. It's got super appeal, not just to me. I think to a lot of voters. But here's this is what I wanted to say. We're voting no on Measure 26-238. Let's focus on the programs we have. So like Lynn was saying there with Metro, we're already generating tens of millions of dollars from capping couples and individuals making over $200,000, I think, or it was people making over 125 solo, but if they're married, it was 250, something like this. But then it also included corporations. So the corporations had to pay a certain amount, and that goes into Metro. That's for building housing. That is yet to be determined. They could use that money now. Right now, we could do that and take my idea of turning the old Multnomah County Courthouse into a mediation center. Now, a mediation center is we don't let people get to an eviction trial. We actually hook up the people that are in trouble, need rent assistance, and we mediate and avoid the court and the trial. And that's not said in this. It's not thought out in deep. Here comes the wind. I don't want to lose this tripod. But that's really important to point out here, and that's exactly Counselor President Lynn Peterson. She doesn't say all of that I just said, but I can tell, I can read her mind. That's exactly what she's thinking. No, it's not true. I have no idea. But no, I do know. But Congressman Earl Blumenauer, no. Blumenauer's voting no? That's stunning. That tells you Democrat Party in Oregon division on this one item, at least. State Treasurer Tobias Reed, very stunning as well. That's a high-ranking seated. State Rep Zach Hudson, Metro Council President Lynn Peterson, Metro Councilors Ashton Simpson and Mary Nolan, Multnomah County Commissioners Sharon Mirren, that's Dr. I thought it was Mearden. I've been saying her name wrong. That sucks. And Lori Stegman. Mayor's Ted Wheeler. Yeah, you always got that whistle, right? You can hear those whistles. You know somebody's fucking around when they got whistles like that. Portland City Commissioner Carmen Rubio? No. Dan Ryan? No. Renee Gonzalez? No. Mingus Maps? No. What? Solid no. Across City Council on this one. Gresham City Councilor, Wood Village City Councilor, all knows. So, it's an interesting dynamic. The main thing is DSA, they've got a vote in favor. We're not going to let those scumbag communists tell us what tax we have to pay them and where the tax is going to go and how it operates. No. You can load up your FedEx truck and drive that motherfucker right out of Portland. Thank you. Bye-bye. Goodbye. So there's City of Gresham there. So anyway, that's longer than I wanted, but I think that was everything I wanted to get on. I beat up pretty hard on my old drinking buddy Albert Kaufman there. None of that's true. I never drank with him. But sometimes you got to beat up on some of these goofballs, especially when they're really helping defeat what we need. We need men. We need manly men to step up into leadership roles in Multnomah County and the city of Portland. It is what it is. We've been overrun and smacked and beaten down by the Portland liberal Democrat females. It's a secret sorority. I love women. I'm not against women. It's a great thing. They've been in leadership for a couple of 100 years now. So it's over. It's done. They can still be there. We'll share some power, but we have to take back the majority. So that's really what we need to see happen, and it's not going to happen on this election, unfortunately, because you got goofballs like Albert Kaufman that wants lighting to change the mood and lighting down the buildings rather than the real serious fucking problems, right? He wants to help the stop the spread of fentanyl. How are you going to do that, buddy? With your mind, like telekinesis? He's going to stop fentanyl overdoses with his brain. This Albert Kaufman guy is unbelievable. You're going to vote for anybody, you got to vote for him. He's the third less evil. Less evil. Anyway, peace out, man. Keep your sanity. Stay hydrated. God bless.